today we're going to talk about my hack, the way that I try to get everything in and keep getting everything in, keep putting in. Let's put in some lives. Let's put in some live streams, y'all. Let's just keep putting in all kinds of stuff. All right, y'all. Let's talk about it today. Let's talk. They
struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever role we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
All right, y'all, here we are, back for another day, back for another Midwest anxiety day. Just driving around, knocking on doors, home, schools, wherever you live, work, and play, y'all. You know, you get to just ride around with us all day as we're doing community mental health, y'all. So fun, have so much fun, and y'all, what I say, we got a lot going on, and today I'm going to talk about my trick, my hack. Everyone asks me, Randy, you got so much going on. How do you keep it all straight? Let's talk about that today, y'all. Let's talk about when you got so much on your schedule, when you're doing Running with Randy and you're doing Saturday morning donuts and you're seeing clients and, you know, you're doing Friday conversation and, you know, you're doing all this and then, oh, you got a family and, oh, you got to take a shower, you got to eat dinner, you got to sleep. Like, how do you do it all? There's only 24 hours in a day. How do you do it all? Today we're going to talk about my hack, the way that I try to get everything in and keep getting everything in, keep putting in. Let's put in some lives. Let's put in some live streams, y'all. Let's just keep putting in all kinds of stuff. All right, y'all. Let's talk about it today. Let's talk. All right, y'all. We're gonna be talking about how do you get things done. And I'm gonna just apologize up front. It's warm outside. We love it being warm, and when you got, I mean, this is what I eat. I eat, you know, granola bars and stuff on the way to client's house. I got 30 minutes in between, and but this one's got chocolate in it. And look at this. It's about to get all messy in here because it's hot, and this is a melty granola bar. All right, y'all. Let's talk about when there's all kinds of stuff going on. How do we do it all and keep putting stuff in and keep putting and get it all done. All right, y'all. Couple things. Let's talk about it. All right. First things first, y'all. My calendar, and I've talked about this before, my calendar is my best friend. I put everything in the calendar. Y'all. Shower, sleep, eat lunch. I put everything in the calendar, y'all. That's what makes it easy for me, because then I'm able to, you know, quantify, for lack of a better word, my day. I'm able to quantify it because I'm like, okay, eating takes 30 minutes. Okay, I'm going to eat. So I'm able to organize. That's what my calendar does for me. If I go and I put my activities in the calendar, I know that, okay, these are the activities I want to do. This is what I want to get done. And if it goes in the calendar, that means I got time for it. Now it's just a matter of me doing it, okay? It's a matter of me being disciplined and saying, okay, 9:30 a.m., you got to go on a 6-mile run, okay? You just got to be disciplined, and that 6-mile run takes me about this amount of time, okay? That's the first thing. First thing is I got to just stay disciplined, and I got to stay right there in that calendar. I'm in that calendar all day long. Put the stuff in the calendar. Second thing, whatever the calendar says, y'all, whatever the calendar says, I'm right there. That's all I'm focused on, okay? So right now, in the calendar is a 30-minute drive, okay? I have a 30-minute drive. to the next client's house. Right now, all I'm focused on is talking to you and eating this granola bar. Talking to you, eating this granola bar, and driving to the client's house. I'm not worried about what I'm having for dinner tonight. My brain sometimes will go like, hey, what are you having for dinner? No. I'm not thinking about what I'm having for dinner until it's dinner time. Until it's in the calendar. When it says dinner, I'll think about dinner. All right. So the second thing is stay in the moment. You got to stay in the moment. Whatever you're doing is wherever your feet are, is that you got to stay in the moment. Now, sometimes things from the past will come into your brain. You're like, nope, that's not in the moment. Or things in the future will come in. Nope, that's not in the moment. I'm right here. Even more specifically, like if I'm going to eat cereal, okay, all right, I get out my bowl, okay, I'm just thinking about getting the bowl. Guys, I know this is very specific and detailed, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to really help describe a picture for you that your brain is going to be giving you all kinds of thoughts, right? All kinds of thoughts. And to execute and to deliver, you got to stay focused. You got to stay focused right there in that moment. In that moment, what are you doing? And the more that you get, and the more you're focused, the more that you can deliver, the more you can execute, the more outcomes, the more results you have. All right? So you got to really become disciplined. It's got to be a skill that when your brain thinks about something else other than this moment of driving to a client's house and talking to you, not thinking about that right now. I'll think about that when it comes up on the calendar. Okay, y'all? So get a good calendar. Be organized in your calendar. Put everything in your calendar, okay? Put everything in your calendar. Second, be disciplined. Be disciplined and only think about that thought. All right, y'all. We've got the Midwest Anxiety Behavioral Modification Plan this Saturday class for parents who have kids that just behaviorally act out, or they won't, the kids won't respond when the parents ask them to do something. And I thought I might just talk for a minute about a little bit about the plan, because this is a plan that we give to all our individual clients, our individual therapy clients. We give them this plan because I believe that, no matter what system we're in, if you're at school, you're at work, certainly, driving on the roads, if you're at a grocery store, if you're in a movie theater, there's always rules. And there's always these expectations that the system has for us, and we have to decide, we have to choose, and that's a big word. We're going to talk about that this weekend. We're going to choose. It's a choice if you follow the rules or not. And I think families are no different. I think sometimes, or a lot of times, families will just get in the hustle bustle of life, and they just throw like all the rules out the window. Like, we just become reactive. The parents become reactive. The kids become reactive, and we don't follow, a specific protocol and system. And so I think this behavioral modification plan that I give all families, it's something that I created. I know some of you moms and dads out there got sticker charts and marble jars and all those things, and I've heard from a lot of you that those don't work. I understand that those don't work, but I created my own plan based on all these theoretical perspectives, and there aren't many holes in this plan. Oftentimes it's parent approved. Kids do not like it. Because it holds the kids highly accountable for their positive and negative choices. Holds them highly accountable for their positive and negative choices. So I believe that we all need to have expectations for our kids, and I believe as a parent, your job as a parent is not to take responsibility for your child's actions, that your child intentionally made a choice based on the reward and the consequence, right, of the choice. And you have to, as a parent, hold your child accountable for the choice, right? Both in a positive and a negative way. I think that's your responsibility as a parent, right? So we've got a plan, right? So this Saturday you should join us if you want to learn about that behavioral modification plan. But I think all families should have a plan in place. And the good thing about this plan, this behavioral plan, is it's specific. It's specific to the choices that your child is making. The rewards and the consequences of this plan are specific to the choices your kid's making, and that's what we want. That's what we want to happen. All right, y'all. So really believe in the plan. If you're a family that doesn't have a plan, behavior modification plan, and you're asking your child to do something, or you're asking your child to calm down and they're not, join us this Saturday. Join us this Saturday. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I want to talk to all of you out there that are just lost. You're lost. You don't have a plan in life. You're just kind of getting by. You just don't know what to do. You're down on your luck. You're overwhelmed, and you're just haphazardly living life. I want to talk to you for a second. I've been there. I've definitely been there. 2018. After 16 years of marriage, I got divorced, and I was, what age was I then? I was, I don't know, 44, 45. And all of a sudden I was like, wait a second. All that I've been building in life, all that I've been wanting, just came to an abrupt halt, a stop, right? And I in that moment, I was like, I just have no idea what life is going to be like for the next 45 plus years. I'm gonna have to start over, start totally over. And I felt lost. I felt overwhelmed. I felt alone. I felt lonely. I felt anxious. I felt sad. All the emotions. And I didn't know what to do, because I couldn't necessarily just make things better in that moment. And so what I did, I started thinking about my future, and I was like, I have no idea what the future is going to look like. Holidays, retirement, all that stuff. So what I did is I got out, I actually didn't get out paper. Of course, this is the 2000s. This is not the 80s anymore, Randy. I didn't get out paper. I got out my phone, and on my phone, I put 1, 3, 5, and 10-year goals. 1, 3, 5, and 10-year goals. And on my phone, I just started writing out goals. This is what I would like in my life. This is what I would like. And so then after I wrote them out, I started thinking, okay, well, to get to that 10-year goal, I got to first do that 1-year goal, and then I got to do the 3, and then I got to do the 5, and then I got to do the 10. But if I want to get to that 1-year goal, that 1-year goal doesn't start a year from today. It starts today. It starts today. That 1-year goal and that 10-year goal. That 1 year and that 10-year goal starts today, because if I don't put myself in a position today or tomorrow or the next day, at some point, if I don't put myself in that place to meet that 1, that 3, that 5, that 10-year goal, I'm not going to meet it, right? It just doesn't magically happen. You gotta plan your goals, and then you gotta execute them, okay? So if you are someone that is lost, the first thing that I would ask that you do is just start brainstorming. Don't just be like, no, that would never happen. Don't throw things out. Put these as stretch goals. Do whatever you want with these, okay? Do whatever you want, but 1, 3, 5, and 10-year goals. What does life look like for you? All right? And for me, so this was 2018, and so I was like, okay, by 55, I must have been 45 at the time. By 55, so what am I now? Gonna be 48, I think, this year. So I got it roughly, I can't do the math, y'all. I can't do 55 minus 48. What is that, 7 years? Something like that. I don't know. Something. Anyway, 7 years to execute on my 10-year goal. And I'm just going to put it out there for you guys now. I'm going to put it out there for you now, okay? My hope is, by when I'm 55, is that I have built Midwest Anxiety into a sustainable business that I can take a step back. By 55, I can take a step back. I've built the culture and the brand, and I've hired, and there's therapists, and there's basically Midwest Anxiety is operating day to day without me. Of course, I will always be a part of Midwest Anxiety, always be a part of Midwest Anxiety. You're gonna have to like tie me down and carry me out to get me out of Midwest Anxiety. But my 10-year goal is, I'm someone that loves to travel, but I'm someone that loves the warm temperature. I love water. So, you know, I naturally want to be somewhere where it's 24/7, 365 warm weather, okay? So that's my goal in 10 years, or when I'm 55. I want to be in a warm weather climate, by a beach, and traveling. All right, that's my ultimate 10-year goal. That's what I had written, and we'll see if it happens. But my point of this, my hope for you is, if you're lost, that you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait 1, 3, 5, 10 years for something to happen. You just have to start living today. Can I say that again? Let me say that again for all you kids in the back. You just have to start living today. You have to start making choices today that are good for you based on your 1, 3, 5, and 10-year goals. You have to make those decisions starting today, because if you don't make it today, well, you could make it tomorrow. If you don't make it tomorrow, you can make it the next day, but you're just delaying your goals, you see. But at some point, you got to start executing. You got to start mapping out, okay, what I'm doing today is to get me to that 1-year goal. And what I'm doing for that 1-year goal is going to get me to that 3, and then that's going to get me to that 5, and then that's going to get me to that 10. Okay, so if we reverse engineer this, which is the hope in this plan for all you that are struggling, that are lost, you get to start today. You get to start today. What you do today is going to impact how you are tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Okay, you get it? You get it? All right, so we'll see. We'll put this on record. We'll recall this video when I'm 55 years old. Did I reach that goal or not? What I'm doing today, getting up at 4 a.m., doing all these shows, building the brand, building the culture, building out the treatment protocol, the club, the run club, all that I'm doing now is I'm mapping out, because these are goals. These are things that I want to have in 1, 3, 5, and 10 years. All right? All right. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting for me to see if I can accomplish my goals. It's got me motivated. Definitely way more motivated now than I was when I got divorced in 2018. And I hope that helps you get motivated. I hope that helps you get motivated and start working on your goals. Start becoming motivated today, because what you do today will impact what you are tomorrow, what you are in 1 year, what you are in 3 years, what you are in 5 years, what you are in 10 years. All right, go get it. Go get whatever you want. You can have whatever you want. Go get it. All right, y'all.
On track, now we on way up. W's as easy as a layup.